Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the LANDR tutorial. Here we're going to try and cover as much as we can inside of LANDR, all the basics and so forth. So let's get down to it. The first thing that we're going to start off with LANDR is the distribution because there's a lot of ground to cover. So here we are on LANDR's distribution tab, and the first thing you will see is add tracks. Now we can add up to 30 tracks as long as it all stays within 1 hour length or less. Next up, we have the release information, and this is where you want to put in the name of your release, your album or your single, no artist names here, and then you're going to choose what language your release is in. The next tab will have your version, so this is optional. If you're releasing a remix or a radio edit, you would tick this tab and you would choose the correct option, as you can see here. Next up, we want to choose genre, and then you want to put in the primary artist, and then from there it will be composers, it will be who owns the masters for the song, the year of the composition, and the year of the recording. Another thing to note is, have you distributed this release before? Is it a yes? Is it a no? And do you have a record label? Okay, so once you've covered everything in the release information section, the next thing is your cover art. Now, there is a lot of things that you need to check here. Make sure to check this guide and make sure that you tick all the boxes or don't tick the incorrect boxes. For instance, aspect ratios, minimum pixel size and maximum pixel size, formats. Nothing must be blurry. Don't add URLs, barcodes, QR codes, and things like that. Now, the next thing are your release settings, and this is where you're going to release to. So you can remove certain stores, only the main ones though, and then there's that 100 plus other major stores. You can't individually select those, unfortunately. You then can choose your monetization platforms, but a thing to keep in mind here is that you need to meet this criteria here, and I would advise you look over this. It needs to be actual music, so it can't be, for instance, an audio book. No cover songs can be set for content ID, things like that. Now, something slightly more controversial, and that's the make more money with your music through AI section over here. So this is basically just gonna allow you to opt releases in to train AI models. And don't be confused into thinking that you're going to get 20% of the revenue here. It said participants share 20% of the revenue generated from this program. Wow, my tongue just got really twisted there. But it is an extra income that you weren't going to have before. I wouldn't opt in for this. The thought of training an AI model to do exactly what I do sounds a bit problematic. But no judgment here. If that's your thing and if that's something you want to opt into, you have the option with LANDR. So if we're heading back in here, we can see we have a few more options, and that revolves around release dates. So you can choose to have your release times as soon as possible within the 2 to 7 working day window period, or you can have it set anytime after 14 days from the current date that you're releasing, or the current date that you are pitching the song. I don't know the terminology right now. And you can also restrict your release for certain countries. Okay, and here is the review section, so you can review all the information you put in, and if you see something is off, you can go back to whichever section. But if you're happy, all you need to do is agree to all these terms. So that there covers all the distribution in LANDR Distribution, and we can move over to some other things. So if we head over to the trend section here, we can see that it shows us your analytics, how your music has performed, where exactly your audience is located. Very common analytics, nothing special here. They do say they offer advanced analytics for premium members. I haven't checked into that. I'm not a premium member. Then we have our earnings over here, and we also have tools to set up our Spotify for artists or import releases from other distributors, and YouTube's official artist channel. Now, if you've ever been on LANDR's YouTube channel, you'll know they have a lot of cool tutorial videos. And the same can be said for the actual website they have, courses. So this opens up opportunities for you to learn new things on your distributor platform, and it'll tell you what DAW is being used in every video, for instance, Logic Pro, Ableton Live, and so forth. So let's click in this AI songwriting masterclass, and you can see here that the introduction is free. And from there, we have a ton of other chapters. So yeah, there's a lot of ground to cover in the courses, and you can learn a hell of a lot just from sitting for a few hours inside of LANDR's courses section. Now, LANDR's mastering is one of the things that really made LANDR popular with its AI mastering setup, but I want to show you that inside of the actual DAW using what they have in the plugin section, which is also a plugin version of LANDR's mastering AI. So if we jump over to plugins, you can see here LANDR offers a boatload of plugins, different subscription tiers get different plugins. The guys of LANDR Studio would get the largest amounts of plugins. But notice you're getting things like vocal line and repitch, things that are not cheap are coming with this plan, but we want to focus on the LANDR Mastering Plugin Pro. So if we jump into FL Studio over here, we're going to let LANDR listen to the track, and then it's going to master the track, and it will give us a ton of options to fiddle with once it's done. So let's say you're not a mastering engineer, you don't have access to perhaps God Particle or Master Plan. This can definitely fill in the gaps. Now, another standout feature for LANDR and one of their big selling points is their huge sample library. There are a ton of samples at your disposal with LANDR. Again, different price tiers give you different amounts of samples. So we can come in here and search for some samples. Let's say I want some R&B style drums. LANDR will have you covered. Lastly, LANDR offers a myriad of different price plans for different things. If you just want access to courses or you just want access to plugins, you can do that. But the main thing is their distribution and their studio. And guys, we do have a very nice discount link in the description of this video. If you do decide you want to try out LANDR, definitely use the link in our description. And guys, I think I'm going to end it there. The rest, I want you to go into LANDR and check out for yourself. Do consider subscribing for more videos like these. Do like the video if you found it helpful, and just stick with our channel. We bring you informative videos like this all the time.